There are moments in life when a message appears exactly when your heart needs it the most. And if you're watching this right now, before 2025 ends, this is not by chance. Allah brings certain reminders into your life at a precise time, when you're tired, when you're confused, when you're praying for answers silently. This message is reaching you because Allah wants your heart to pause, reflect, and feel something deeper than the noise of your daily life. Maybe this year has tested you more than you expected. Maybe you've been waiting for a sign, hoping for clarity, or searching for reassurance that your prayers are not disappearing into the air. Allah knows the thoughts you don't speak and the emotions you hide. And this moment, right here, is His way of telling you that He sees you, He hears you, and He is guiding you towards something better. 1. This message reaching you is not a coincidence. It's a sign from Allah. When a message reaches your heart at the perfect time, it is never random. Allah sends reminders in ways we least expect, sometimes through a verse, sometimes through a person, and sometimes through a simple piece of content that appears exactly when we need it. Every reminder is part of His divine plan, placed in your path to guide you back toward clarity, patience, and faith. When something touches your heart deeply, it is a sign that Allah is calling your attention, inviting you to reflect on your life and reconnect with Him. Allah knows the exact moment when your heart is open enough to receive guidance. He knows when you're feeling uncertain, confused, or distant. At those times, He sends signs that gently pull your heart back toward Him. This message is one of those signs, a moment meant to wake your soul, remind you of your purpose, and strengthen your trust in His timing. Sometimes, all it takes is a single reminder to shift your entire year, your mindset, and your faith. When Allah wants to guide you, He aligns everything so that the message reaches you at the perfect moment. And this moment is not a coincidence. 2. Allah knows the silent struggles you carried throughout 2025. Allah is fully aware of everything you carried throughout this year, not just the challenges others could see, but the hidden burdens you never shared with anyone, the quiet moments when you held back your tears, the situations where you stayed strong despite feeling overwhelmed, and the patience you displayed when your heart was tired. None of this was unnoticed. Allah knows the weight of every emotion you kept inside, and He understands the depth of every struggle you faced alone. There were times you wanted to speak, but couldn't find the right words, times you felt exhausted, but continued moving forward because you had no choice. These silent battles reveal your resilience and your desire to stay grounded even when life felt heavy. Allah sees these efforts and He values the strength you showed when no one else was watching. Your private challenges are not signs of weakness. They are signs of a heart that kept believing despite pressure and uncertainty. This awareness from Allah is a form of mercy. He knows how much each moment affected you, and He knows exactly when relief should arrive. Nothing you endured this year was hidden from His knowledge. 3. Your du'as and hopes have not been ignored. There were many moments this year when you made du'a with a trembling heart, hoping for a response, yet you felt as if nothing was changing. But what you may not have realized is that every du'a you made was heard instantly. Allah never ignores the voice of a sincere heart. Sometimes we assume silence means rejection, but in reality, Allah's timing works in ways far deeper than our expectations. What you thought was a delay was actually protection. What you felt was unanswered was being shaped into something more meaningful. When your plans were redirected, it wasn't because your du'a was ignored, It was because Allah was arranging circumstances that align with what is best for you, not just what you wished for in the moment. Every prayer you whispered in frustration, every hope you carried quietly, has been recorded with precision. Often, the outcome of a dua unfolds gradually. Allah softens hearts, opens doors, and shifts situations one step at a time. Even when you felt distant, your prayers were building a future you couldn't yet see. Nothing you asked for was forgotten. The right moment simply hasn't arrived, but it is on its way, perfectly timed by Allah. 4. Before the year ends, return to Allah with sincerity. Before this year ends, there is a quiet invitation waiting for you, a chance to reconnect with Allah in a deeper, more sincere way. Returning to Him doesn't always require grand actions. Sometimes it starts with a single, honest moment where your heart admits its need for guidance, comfort, and direction. Allah welcomes you exactly as you are, with your flaws, your regrets, and your hopes. He never turns away a soul that seeks Him sincerely. Strengthening your connection begins with small, intentional steps. Set aside a moment to pray without rushing. Speak to Allah in your own words. Confess what weighs on you and express gratitude for what stayed with you through the ups and downs. Repentance opens the heart, and gratitude softens it. Together, they create a doorway through which peace enters. Let this be the time you realign your habits and intentions. Reduce what distances you from Allah and increase what brings you closer. Whether it's dhikr, a few verses of the Quran, or choosing patience over frustration. These simple acts create a transformation that builds slowly but powerfully. When you take even one step toward Allah with sincerity, He brings you closer in ways you cannot imagine. 5. A positive change is written for you. There are moments in life when everything feels uncertain. Yet quietly, something better is being arranged for you. Allah's plans are always rooted in wisdom, even when you cannot see the full picture. Every difficulty you experienced this year has been shaping you, preparing you, and clearing space in your life for blessings that would not have fit before. Positive change often begins long before you notice it, in the form of shifted circumstances, closed doors that protect you, and delays that redirect you towards something far greater. Allah never lets a believer remain in hardship without allowing some form of ease to follow. When He plans to elevate you, He often removes what holds you back, whether it is people, habits, or situations you didn't realize were limiting your growth. These changes may feel uncomfortable at first, but they carry hidden mercy. What is written for you is not small. It includes clarity, opportunities, peace of mind, and outcomes shaped perfectly for your long-term good. Trust that Allah is setting the stage for a new chapter filled with stability and blessings. You may not fully understand the process right now, but the results will make every struggle worthwhile. 6. Your breakthrough is near. There comes a point in every believer's journey when the hardship they're facing is actually signaling the arrival of ease. Your breakthrough often begins at the exact moment you feel most tired and least hopeful. This is because Allah allows certain challenges to reach their peak, right before He opens a door you never expected. What feels like pressure is often preparation. What seems like an ending is frequently the beginning of a new phase designed to bring you closer to strength, clarity, and peace. Allah's mercy works in ways that unfold gradually. He rearranges situations, softens what felt rigid, and brings opportunities into your life that align perfectly with your needs. Even when the path appears blocked, Allah is creating a way through that you cannot yet see. The turning point you've been waiting for may already be in motion, quietly, behind the scenes. Your job is not to predict how relief will arrive, but to trust that it will. You've endured enough to deserve a season of ease, and Allah never burdens a soul without planning a way out. Your breakthrough is not distant. It is approaching with every moment you choose patience, hope, and faith in His timing. As this message reaches its end, remember that nothing in your life is hidden from Allah. Every step you take with sincerity brings you closer to the peace and clarity you've been searching for. Trust His timing, trust His mercy, and trust the beautiful chapter He is preparing for you. If this reminder touched your heart, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Purpose Deen for more uplifting guidance. Before you go, comment this positive prayer. May Allah open my doors of ease, mercy, and unexpected blessings.